guys, welcome back to the channel for another video. As you can tell, my wife isn't here. It's because she's already at the church practicing for our night of worship. As you can tell by the title, we're gonna be talking about 5 things that every guy needs to know / have before getting married. Number 1, a prayer and devotional life already set in stone with the Lord. This is something my dad told me before I got married. He said if you don't get it set before you go get married, it's gonna be 10 times harder to get started. Which before I got married, I did mine in the afternoons, but after I got married, with my job and being away from my wife all day, I like to come home and be with my wife and just enjoy being around her. So it made it hard to get home, take that separate time, and then go spend time with the Lord and not really get to hang out with my wife as much. So what I started doing after I got married and realized it and how true it was, why my dad gets up at 4 o'clock every morning, is because when he gets home, he can enjoy his family and enjoy time to do what he wants to do and what he needs to do at home. So what I've started doing is getting up at 5 a.m., 2 hours before I need to be at work. It gives me a solid hour that I can read the word and just pray and be in quiet time with the Lord. So that's number 1, a solid foundation and solid relationship with the Lord, because if you're going to be the head of your household, that is detrimental. Number 2, save money. Because even if you're not married yet, or if you're not even dating yet, start saving money. I wish I would have thought about this before I even started dating Raylan. Get on a budget. You don't have to spend or buy everything that you want. Number 3, as bad as you've been waiting, do not go into your wedding night trying to act like some wild animal. Because 1, you're gonna terrify your wife. 2, this is a time where you're gonna start exploring each other together. Everybody even told me this before I got married, and it was one of the best things. But take it slow, learn each other, and enjoy it. And it'll be 10 times more precious, and you'll be able to look back on it and just remember all the emotions. Number 4, humility. When you go into a marriage, you want to be the man of the house. You want to be in charge of everything. I'm telling you this now so you don't go into your marriage trying to act like that. If you're going to kick anything out of your mentality, out of your mind, it's going to be the idea of, I'm the man of the house, you can't tell me what to do. If you go into your marriage acting like that, then you're probably not going to have a good first few months. I had a guy come up to me and say, no, you just remember, you're the man of the house. Whatever you say goes. At the end of the day, she has to submit to you and do whatever you say. At some point in your marriage, that does matter, at maybe decision making or whatever, but you're still gonna listen to your wife's opinion and consider it before just saying, no, I make the decision, I don't listen to you. Which that's kind of obvious, but there's a lot of guys out there that think that you gotta be in charge of everything, and you don't. Listen to your wife. Be patient. Be humble. Number 5. This one's kind of obvious. You need a job. Getting married, before you get married, obviously you gotta have money. You gotta know how to make money. I think some people might not take it as serious going into marriage. You might say, oh, I'll find one after we get married. If I would have moved here without setting up a job first, I don't even want to know where I'd be. Obviously the Lord provides, but you also still have to work. And you have to provide for your wife and your family, and I definitely believe that the man is supposed to be the provider, and you do have to be a man. Before you get married, make sure you have a stable job. Make sure it's one that benefits your family. Make sure it's one that you're not going to work your tail off to where you're not home to be with your wife or see your kids or whatever it is. I don't even have kids, and I'm already thinking about is my job going to be able to give me enough time to get home and spend time with my kids in the afternoons or whatever it is, be at their sporting events. I want them to be known as the dad that was present. There's tons of things that you have to consider whenever it comes to your job. Do you have a job that is gonna be able to pay bills, feed your family, take care of your wife, and take care of yourself? I fish, I hunt, I need money to do things. If I wanna be able to do those things, you need money. You need a job. You need a job that's gonna pay. You determine the level that you live on. With all that being said, I hope you got something out of this. And as a disclaimer, there's probably thousands of other things that you need to know and have before you get married, but those are just the things that I saw in my life that were definitely needed. We love you guys. Thank you for tuning into the video. If you don't already, follow us on Instagram, like the video, subscribe. We will see you in the next video.